Bill Peet's childhood was spent on a farm in Indiana. Lots of his pictures come from the work that he did, like these hungry pigs. Bill Peet lived next to a train track that carried tanks. His dad went to war and left his mom and his brothers with their grandma. Bill Peet loved going to the swamp with his brothers and neighbors, and they would watch the trains go by and catch frogs and bugs, and they were very happy there. Once Bill Peet saw a frog and wanted it for a pet, and he was sneaking up to catch it. Bill Peet reached out and caught the frog! Just then he saw a hole and the snake jumped out. It caught the frog with its mouth, and Bill Peet and the snake were having a tug-of-war. Bill Peet got closer, and then the snake got closer, and then he pulled, and then the snake pulled, and then finally the snake let go. Bill soon realized that the snake's venom had poisoned the frog, and Bill let go of the frog and watched the dead frog slowly float away. Bill Peet loved nature, but he was sad when he saw people throwing their junk and mixing it into the creek. Pollution inspired him to write The World. This big train is moving from place to place. Bill Peet likes to go to the creek and watch the trains go by. He was amazed by the wheels, smoke, and sounds of the train. Bill Peet is looking at the train, amazed by the wheels and how big it is. Bill was not a great student. He would draw pictures when he should have been working. He got caught a lot. Bill would spend time drawing up in his attic. There is nothing he would rather do.
Bill Peet drew many pictures in his notebook. Some pictures were pirates, some pictures were castles, knights, and dragons. Bill Peet drew many animals and people, and his helped him later when he became a writer and illustrator for Walt Disney.
Bill didn't just draw all the time. In the summer, he would visit his grandpa in the farm in Indiana. They had a barn with many animals. On the farm, we played with our dog Towser. Towser was a good friend, and we were happy to be with him. While Grandpa was sleeping in his chair, we explored the farm and had some adventures. Bill Peet and his brothers loved jumping into the creek and going skinny dipping in the lake. At the farm, they liked to play with the calves in the pen with their spare time. The boys loved to headbutt the calves, and they would always lose. Bill and his brothers loved to swing in the hay. They would play in there for hours. That old farmhouse was the grandpa's, and Bill and his brothers would go visit him.
Bill Peet loved to draw, and he made big illustrations for fun. Bill Peet is driving in the car. He drove to California to search for a new job. Bill Peet met Walt Disney, who was a talented genius. At home in his attic, Bill Peet was always drawing. Bill Peet worked all day drawing pictures for the soon-to-be Disney characters. For movies, you need to draw pictures to show every tiny movement. Bill's boss had him drawing Donald ducks over and over again. This made Bill mad. No more lousy ducks! No more lousy ducks! He ran out the room so fast that he forgot his coat at his desk. And when he came back there, he got a pink slip. And that usually means that you got fired for getting very angry. This was a special moment
Bill was promoted and he was very happy to get a new job. It was a good thing that he got that pink slip. Bill drove home after receiving the letter and wondered what the letter was about. When he got home, he told his wife that he received this letter. The first movie Bill worked on was Snow White, and he loved it and thought it was so much fun. He followed it up with Alice in Wonderland. He thought it was cool that Wonderland was like a real place. By now, Bill was ready for his own project. He was completely in charge of the movie 101 Dalmatians. 101 Dalmatians was a success. It told the story that one lady wanted to steal the puppies and make them into a coat. His next film was The Sword in the Stone. Bill Peet created Arthur's character. Bill Peet loved weird creatures. He helped with Sleeping Beauty. He created the witch and the dragon. Bill Peet's last Disney film was The Jungle Book. He made a lot of characters. Shere Khan was a tiger. He was fierce and brave. But most of all, he hated humans. He was Bill Peet's last character for Disney. Walt and Bill did not always get along, but they were friends. Sometimes Bill would sneak pictures of Walt into his work. In The Sword in the Stone, he pictures him as a wizard.
Chester the Whirly Pig tells the stories of Bill's life. Chester lives on a farm and hates it. When Chester leaves the farm, he goes to the circus and becomes a circus clown. He doesn't like it either, and he leaves to do some better stuff. In the end, Chester's like Bill discovers he had talent all along that he didn't know he had.